This is a bonsai tree at a museum. This is a bonsai tree I styled. Today, I'm gonna be brave, or maybe foolish enough, to take on a challenge. Comparing a bonsai tree I've styled to the masterpiece at the Omiya Bonsai Museum. Yes, those trees styled by the bonsai masters, and I'm going to score them on how well they are styled. I've come up with 5 criteria for this challenge, and I'll be scoring each criteria out of 10, with 10 being the highest. The perfect score will be 50. Wait, I know what you're gonna say. But hey, you never know. I might have pulled off a miracle or two. Let's dive right into the comparison. Our first criteria is Nebari, which refers to the surface roots of the bonsai. A well-developed Nebari provides stability and the appearance of the old age. The museum's white pine has an impressive Nebari with powerful, well-spread roots that grab the soil like a crab clutching onto its prey. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. My white pine's Nebari is developing well, I think, but it doesn't quite have the same spread and strength as the museum's tree yet. So I'd score it a 7 out of 10. Our second criteria is Tachiagari, which is the lowest part of the trunk, showing the transition from roots to the main trunk. The ideal one should be the thickest at the very bottom with natural taper to the top. The museum's white pine has a beautifully twisted Tachiagari with deadwood feature and hollow space. I think it really showcases both strength and age. This is a solid 9 out of 10. My pine shows good initial tapering, but it needs more time to age, especially compared to the museum's. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Before we move on to the next criteria, let's take a moment to appreciate the Bonsai Museum. This bonsai museum is located about an hour from central Tokyo and is dream come true for bonsai lovers like me. It's a public museum dedicated entirely to bonsai. Here, you'll find an incredible collection of bonsai trees, some over several centuries old. If you have even a passing interest in bonsai, this place is a must visit. I guarantee you'll love it. By the way, if you enjoy visiting bonsai museums and exhibitions as much as I do, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter. I share exclusive content, including my visit to amazing bonsai spots like this one, along with plenty of bonsai care tips and seasonal growing guides. Check the link in the description below. Now, let's look at the branch structure. Branch structure is crucial for defining the tree's silhouette. The museum's white pine has well-placed, twisted, partly decayed branches that I think contribute to its dynamic appearance. Another 9 out of 10. My pine's branches are still in training phase. They need more movement and ought to be lower to show signs of age. I'd score it 5 out of 10. Our fourth criteria is leaves. Japanese white pine leaves should be short and dense with beautiful green color. The museum's white pine has well-maintained, vibrant leaves, but I think some of the needle tips are slightly burnt because of the strong sun. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. My pine leaves are healthy and lively, but they are slightly larger compared to the museum's tree, maybe because of the genetics. I'd score it a 7 out of 10. Fifth and the last criteria is the overall design and aesthetics. The museum's white pine has strong, twisted, partly decayed trunk with branches that extend back, which I think create a three-dimensional and dynamic look. It looks ancient but full of life and energy. A perfect 10 out of 10. My pine has a lot of potential and shows my efforts, hopefully, but it's still a work in progress compared to the museum's masterpiece. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. So, the museum's Japanese white pine scores a total of 45, while my pine tree scores a total of 32 out of 50. The masters clearly have the edge. Okay, I know what you wanna say. You knew how this turns out. I lose the challenge. Yeah, I hear you. But I thought this was a fun way of introducing the bonsai museum and its marvelous bonsai trees. What do you think? Was it fun? Hit the like button if the answer is yes.